Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sahara Football. As usual, I'm your host Selassie Fiawe. Today I've got some interesting information for you on Emmanuel Agyemang-Badu. He has been rushed to the hospital because he has a problem with his lungs. It's called pulmonary embolism. I'll be giving you more details on that. Emmanuel Agyemang-Badu, former Black Star player and under 20 World Cup winner with the Black Satellites. I'm also going to talk to you today about Songe Yakuba and Kumasi Asante Kotoko. The beleaguered striker has finally returned to Kumasi. Remember, Kumasi Asante Kotoko are taking part in the CAF Champions League. They'll be playing the second leg on the 25th of August versus Kano Pillars. After that 3-2 loss, and Songe Yakuba is in town. And also finally we'll be talking about the Ghana under 20 side. I brought you a story here. Ghana under 20 side are taking part in the All Africa Games, the Black Satellites. Coach Yao Preko has named his final squad and he is calling for support. As usual, if you're new to the channel, I would advise you to subscribe to this channel, to click on the notification bell to get more updates. Before I begin, yesterday the first ever female referee history was made in the UEFA Super Cup. Yes, a female referee was at the helm of affairs and she, I have to say, did a great job on the end. A few errors here and there, but who doesn't make any mistakes? I have to say, just a big congratulations to UEFA for this brave move and also empowering women, as is always the mantra of late. It was great to see her in charge and I think she did well in the end. Now, we all know Ghanaian player Emmanuel Agyemang-Badu. Yes, Emmanuel Agyemang-Badu was in the Black Star squad in the AFCON 2010. Emmanuel Agyemang-Badu was rushed to the hospital this morning. Yes, he has a problem with his lungs, a clot in his lungs, a pulmonary microembolism is what they call it, and that is occurs when blood clots get lodged in an artery in the lung, blocking blood flow to part of the lung. Blood clots often originate in the legs and travel up through the right side of the heart into the lung. So that is what is wrong with Emmanuel Agyemang-Badu. Fortunately, he has gotten some treatment. If you guys don't remember Emmanuel Agyemang-Badu, he was with the Ghana under 20 side that won the World Cup in 2009. That squad included Andre Ayew, Baba Rahman, and also some other amazing players as well. And he moved to Udinese, currently with Udinese, and was out for a long time, 8 months out I think, with injury with Udinese, and he came back last season, that getting to the end of last season, and he moved this season on loan to Hellas Veronas. He is currently with Hellas Veronas and that is where he had his issues. So Emmanuel Agyemang-Badu has been hospitalized in Italy after being diagnosed with a pulmonary microembolism. Now the Serie A side, Hellas Veronas, announced that the player was taken to the hospital where he was diagnosed with a pulmonary microembolism, a blood clot in the lungs. Hellas Veronas released a statement saying the player has been hospitalized following the incident and will remain under observation for some days. Now, the player's conditions are good and he will remain under observation for a few days. This is a small clot in the lung which can be extremely serious, even fatal if not treated. Emmanuel Agyemang-Badu joined Hellas Veronas from Udinese on loan with an option to buy. So that's the latest on Emmanuel Agyemang-Badu. Unfortunately, he is still in the hospital. Fortunately for us, they caught this early and it will not be fatal. I'll be bringing you more updates on him as and when I get it, but that's the latest on Ghanaian player Emmanuel Agyemang-Badu. He has been in the Black Stars before, played an amazing midfielder, was with the under 20 side as I said, and they won the World Cup, the only Africa team to win the under 20 World Cup. Agyemang-Badu, we wish him speedy recovery. You can say a word of prayer for him. We hope he comes back stronger than ever. I move on to my next story and it has to do with Kumasi Asante Kotoko player Songe Yakuba. We all know Songe Yakuba and Kumasi Asante Kotoko have been having a little bit of issues in terms of player transfer, player went away, and Al Hilal was the club that bid for Songe Yakuba, but Kumasi Asante Kotoko did not like the offer. Now, Songe Yakuba was given break away from the team and now he is back in Kumasi. Remember, Kumasi Asante Kotoko will be facing Kano Pillars in the second leg of the CAF Champions League. They lost the first leg 3-2, unfortunately for them, and they have a lot to do in Kumasi. A win in Kumasi will mean they progress to the next stage of the CAF Champions League, and a win without conceding a goal, I have to say, Kumasi Asante Kotoko have been leaking goals at the back, and it has to improve. But they have Songe Yakuba with them now, and it's great to see that he is back with them now. Kumasi Asante Kotoko player, attacker, forward Songe Yakuba has arrived in Kumasi to meet management of the club after a prolonged stay in his country following the return of the club to the competitive football. Now, the attacker spent 8 weeks in his native country, Burkina Faso, despite the team returning to camp and preparing for continental assignment. Yakuba, who was on the verge of leaving the club, returns to meet management of the Porcupine Warriors to discuss his future. Several clubs, including Al Hilal of Sudan, who were reported to have made an official bid for the player, were interested in the deadly goal poacher. Now, the striker's relationship with the club went bad after Kumasi Asante Kotoko rejected offers from other clubs for the 27-year-old. Now, Yakuba missed the Porcupine Warriors' first competitive game of the season in the CAF Champions League against Kano Pillars. It's unclear if they will train with the club ahead of the second leg game against the Nigerians in Kumasi. So, Yakuba will determine his future now that he is back in Kumasi Asante Kotoko's camp. Remember, the Porcupine Warriors are preparing for that epic clash. A qualifier game with Kano Pillars. They have 2 away goals. They lost 3-2, and it's sure to be an interesting one. We'll be there covering that game for you. We'll be in Kumasi. Be sure to stick to this channel and subscribe and click on the notification bell. You will be updated on Kumasi Asante Kotoko's progress in the CAF Champions League. Hopefully they make it through and to the next preliminary round of games. It's still preliminary stages, no group games yet. The groups, I'm sure, will be set in December this year. We'll know where Kumasi Asante Kotoko will be playing if they should make it through the preliminary rounds of games. But let me know your thoughts on the future of Songe Yakuba. If you're a Kotoko fan, would you want Songe Yakuba to stay? Your thoughts are welcome in the comments box. I move on to my next story, and it has to do with Coach Yao Preko calling for support for the Ghana under-20 side, the Black Satellites. We all know they are preparing in earnest. Tomorrow the All Africa Games begin, and the Black Satellites will be in action. They are in the same group with Burundi, Mali, and Senegal, and hopefully they can do well for us. Yes, we have to be optimistic. The All Africa Games wasn't something, football I have to say, wasn't something we were interested in playing initially, but it was changed and we now play football. The under-20 side will be representing Ghana. Coach Yao Preko, they have left the country. The under-20 side have left the country. Is calling for support for his team ahead of the Africa Games to be staged in Morocco. Now, Yao Preko, who is acting as interim coach for the team, named an 18-man squad for the tournament on Monday, and I brought the news to you guys here. The team have been preparing ahead of the tournament at the Ghana Soccer Center of Excellence at Prom Prom, where they engage in lower division sides in friendlies as part of preparations for the tournament. Speaking to the media before the team's departure, he said the mere fact that a team has qualified for a tournament makes that team a strong one, and every game in the tournament is going to be very difficult. In the same way, any team that hears the name of Ghana will equally be frightened. The way other teams are prepared for us, we have also prepared for them. The Satellites will be representing the under-23 side, the Black Meteors, in the competition based on a directive from CAF for all the participating teams in the competition. Ghana has been drawn in Group B of the 2019 All Africa Games with Burundi, Mali, and Senegal. The team takes on Burundi in the opening match at the Stade Municipal in Kenitra on 17th August, facing Senegal 4 days later. Ghana will wrap up their group campaign with a game against Mali on August 24th. So that is it with the All Africa Games. The Ghana Black Satellites will be taking on Burundi first of all before facing Senegal, then finally ending it with Mali. What do you think are the chances for the Black Satellites in this All Africa Games tournament? Leave your comments in the box, leave your thoughts in the comments box, and let me know what you think. How far do you think Ghana will make it? Now to my final story, and it's about Ghana Black Stars under fire coach, I have to say, Coach Kwesi Appiah. He has been under fire for a while, and it's quite interesting. Awudu Isaka says, former Ghanaian player says we should forgive Coach Kwesi Appiah. Now, a former Ghana player, Awudu Isaka, wants James Kwesi Appiah to remain as Black Stars coach despite the team's recent poor performance at the African Cup of Nations. In search of their first continental title since 1982, there was nothing but disappointment for the West Africans as they suffered a round of 16 elimination by a penalty shootout to Tunisia. Appiah's future has been thrown in doubt amid incessant calls for his dismissal. But Awudu Isaka, who is a former player, is pleading that Coach Kwesi Appiah be maintained. Now, Ghanaians are not happy about the coach and want him gone because he failed. But at the end of the day, he is our own man, being a local coach, Isaka told Atenga FM. If you look at the new proposed code of conduct that will regulate the player's behavior, it shows he has learned from his mistakes. Let's forgive and give him another chance. The Ghana Football Association is here to make an official declaration on Coach Kwesi Appiah's future, but rumors are circulating that the Ghana Black Stars, former Black Stars player, Coach Kwesi Appiah himself, will be maintained as the head coach of the Black Stars. But do you agree with Awudu Isaka? Should we forgive Coach Kwesi Appiah and maintain him as the head coach of the Black Stars? Will it bid well for us in the future, in the coming months, qualifiers coming up and all that? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments box. I've been talking to you today about Emmanuel Achiman Bedu. He has been hospitalized for a pulmonary microembolism. Hopefully he gets better. With our prayers and thoughts go to him and his family as well. I've been talking to you also about Coach Kwesi Appiah. Awudu Isaka says we should forgive him for such an abysmal performance at the AFCON 2019. And the Ghana under-20 side coach Yao Preko calling for support from all Ghanaians. And Sonny Akuba is back to discuss his future with Kotoko management and possibly play in the CAF Champions League second leg game against Kano Pillars. Your thoughts are welcome in the comments box. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day.